Countdown, let's fucking go, boys! Ancient of Wonders Grand Final, last life for Team LYN. The team captain has to do it himself and has to get revenge over 120 for the 2 losses that he has received recently. Everybody knows that LYN has it in him, but will he bring his A game today when it matters most? When Soin fell and 40 fell, will LYN the one standing tall?
If LYN plays his very best and if things are clicking a little bit, maybe a couple of good items, it is a beauty to behold. The ceiling, the potential for LYN, handling the Orc race, the best to ever do it, incredible. But like we said, it's not that day every day. Last 5 matches between the two went mostly to 1-2-0. It's a 4-1. The one win that LYN got was in Gladiator Cup 292. That was actually just 9 days ago. So LYN knows that he can win. LYN knows what it feels like, but he also knows it's damn hard work.
IMO. LYN needs items. LYN needs crazy items. LYN needs the items that Soin had earlier, and then he'll sweep. If he doesn't have the items, what's he gonna do? Will be a different approach most likely. LYN has had some great build variety in the past couple of days. You can't say just because in map 1 he played this, he will be playing that the other way, the other day. It will be Blade Master. He is, I mean, he can play faster. We have seen it once or twice in the past couple of weeks, but Blade is his strength. His timings are insane, especially when it comes to creep routes and punishing undead creeping. But is it so good today that he slows down the DK level 3 and the coil level 2? That's the major obstacle for the early game.
Yep, agree with all that. Looking forward here now to see LYN in his domain. The King of the Orcs. What do we got in store for us here? I would say what is pretty predictable, right? If he goes for Wyvern, which seems likely he will, with a fast attack and the blade, 1-0 always goes Fiends. Never Gargs. Always Fiends. You know what's coming. I wonder if LYN can work with that knowledge and outsmart 1-0 maybe? We'll see about that.
I agree. Also, 1-0 after ignoring Banshees for many years in this matchup, I think he is a fan. I would love to see LYN's 1-2-1 build coming back. 1 level of Windwalk, 2 levels of crit, 1 level of mirror image. Seems to be, in the late game stages, the best build there is. Just has to make sure here that this Acolyte doesn't get the last hit. Cheeky bugger. Invests the Windwalk to get the kill. Good slow down by 1-0, but eventually inevitable. And that's a good item here. More uptime with healing and mana.
DK gonna get level 2 quickly. And picking up some small items. The Death Knight wants to find all the damage items for the Lich. And the Blade also would like to get some damage items, but also maybe some mana and tank items for the other heroes. And the key here early on is don't allow the Undead to get too far ahead on creeping. Of course, the Undead creeps faster since he has units, and the Orc has no units early on with this strat. You want to stop level 3 if you can. Death Knight, wait. Death Knight!
Is he stuck? No, but that is a lot of HP lost. And we don't have a Ritual Dagger. Very obnoxious position here. So far, a solid start for LYN.
The creep can bash as well, by the way. There's a speed scroll on the Blade Master. If the DK gets low enough, he can actually try to go for a kill here. Bashed again!
Here we go.
Forget about it.
Sometimes you need to be a little bit lucky, like Lothar Matthäus says in the 90s already.
Okay, they'll get some full experience. And got some good items already. Claws, gloves, not bad. Blade, of course, falling behind in experience, as must be the case with these strats.
Tech done. Shadowhunter and power creeping should be the name of the game now. 1-0 can interrupt this with a Wand of Negation if he wants. On level 2, Skeleton Scout, great. Usually it's the Blade Master always tracking what 1-0 is doing. This time it's a little bit the other way around. Acolyte first, now the Skeletons. Great play 1-0.
Very fast tier 3 for LYN here, of course. There's gonna be a second bestiary, right? Only one so far. Oh!
Oh.
Torn Totem.
Okay. Tauren Totem. Well, you wanted to see Tauren for a long time in this matchup, didn't you?
Was he listening to the cast yesterday? I was saying, I want to try to make Taurens work against Undead.
I mean, on your level, they dominate everything. It's not going to be too hard. But on this level, it's oftentimes a timing thing.
Very interesting. Shadow Hunter out. Not even that much gold on Lyn, to be honest, despite having built no units so far. He also spent money on items, of course. Lots of money on items, including 2 circlets for 200 gold each. He did successfully stop level 3 Death Knight, and I think this makes this early game pretty good for Lyn. Nothing crazy, but pretty good.
Very much agree. If the DK is 3, he can punish you every step of the way. Coil you, coil you, coil you. Your game is in the dumps. You can't get the levels you need. You can't get the items you need. And also you will feel bad. Now, this is all delayed. Of course, not by long. But it is quite peaceful here, and that's always advantageous for Lyn. I would love to see a Wyvern, and it's coming in as well for damage during creeping. Oh! No way!
Oh my god, the Necromancer. He stole the last hit with the Skelly.
Holy shit, dude. Lyn, maybe a bit careless here. Didn't think 1-0 had it in him. That 1-0 is no happy, but happy signature move. Copycatted by 1-0, and that is, they spent so much time on that.
Players' forces are under attack.
Zero now, level 3 already. This DK is going to be very well leveled, I'm pretty sure. Didn't get level 3 instantly, but he got that seal. He keeps on creeping. Pretty passive game so far in general. No fighting really, no creeping. This is a big map. We got a lot of items to go around here, which I think is normally a pretty good setup for the Orc.
Agreed. But I know Lyn a bit, and this skeleton last hit can break his mental early on. He will try, and is it the same as before? We'll see. He's not the most, let's say he's not happy when it comes to fighting from behind.
He's adding the 3rd hero here, TC on the way. As we mentioned many times before, Orc triple hero has huge potential, but also needs some assistance, needs levels and items. So far, Blade Master damage items are basically not there. He's got circlets that he bought, but nothing found so far. He found Rings of Protection a whole bunch, which are actually great for the TC.
Yeah, but they're terrible for the Blade. He needs damage, man. He needs claws, he needs edgy boots, he needs something. TC is indeed coming. Poison Wyvern coming. But 1-0 also. Cruising up towards level 3. Oh, damn. Double rope of the Magi Claws.
Oh my god. Dude, what is going on today? We just got crazy inventories in most of these games.
Just Lyn, man. Lyn is not lucking out.
Lightning, of course, is going to provide some more damage. Great item for the blade. Get some slippers. All right, you know, this is starting to look a bit better now.
Okay. 1-0 is getting the one in the middle, though. And that's another big item. There's not too many items left, we have to say. The first Tauren is coming in. I wonder, does 1-0 even know about this? I mean, he can't deduct it, I think, by how late Lyn is with everything. And that there's no fight and no brawls. But does he really know?
I don't think so. This is not something very common at all. There's a peon in the middle. What are you doing here, buddy?
Scouting, I guess, but might need the lumber later. Big push coming. Lyn built previously beautifully defensive bases, but now we don't have cement. It takes 45 seconds. We don't have a tower, and destroyers are getting ready. No spikes either.
Kodo. Normally quite patient. Got one Kodo, no upgrade yet. Fishing for some purges here.
Frost arrow, frost armor, helping out a ton. Cement, 20 seconds. Level 2 Blade Master, man. That is ridiculous. And it's exactly the XP from the skeleton last hit.
Yep.
How can you win without crit level 2? TC got rings, but doesn't help against Coil Nova. Invul Potion at the ready. Off we go. We need Storms big time. We need entry kills somehow.
Here's a Stomp looking for the kill. 1 kill for the level up. The Wyvern is going to be the first to fall, though, and that one was easy. TC up next. Heat Wave too late. It's looking almost too simple, isn't it?
It is. It is. Everything went sideways since the skeleton got the last hit. Now finally crit level 2. LYN Sane Sword. It saved you 20 years ago. We need the big red numbers.
No Invul on the blade, but he has the Ankh. Don't panic yet. He can die once. He will return with 500 hit points. But the Undead Army is still here. Nice speed scroll to get the Kodo away. That one survived, but the other one might be in trouble. The blade is back. The blade is silenced. The blade is low and in serious trouble. Has time for the potion. Just about. Still hurt. Still dead in the end.
Warcraft is a game of 2 players chasing items and leveling their heroes, and in the end, Undead wins. But man, I didn't feel this Walker build. I didn't feel any of LYN's builds recently in these matches. He is throwing things at the wall, and nothing sticks against 120.
1 map away only, and 2 chances for it. He can afford to lose this map and still be an incredible winner in incredible fashion if he then wins map 3, of course. I think we're going to go Wyvern here. I think it's enough is enough. Time for the Wyvern. Never mind. Excuse me. No. Yes, mind. I thought it was going to be a barracks here, but it's an early shop. It's going to be a fast tech once again for LYN.
Blade, shop, harass, farm. That's what we need. He was so unlucky with most of his drops the entire tournament. Can the man have some claws, please? Just for the mental.
Some claws, some Quel'Thalas, some Zoe masks. That's what we would love to see. Maybe some big heal potions as well. But it's going to take a while until he really finds those items to pick up. He's probably going to be aggressive again, trying to slow down the DK. It's creeping. That worked out pretty well on map 1. DK didn't get level 3. Didn't get too many insane items. So the first part worked, but then that damn timing push. So hard to stop.
Yeah. The Gladiator Cup show match today is also 120 versus LYN on a scale from 1 to 2. How excited do you think LYN is for that match?
It might lead to some interesting strategies.
That's right.
You know, keep throwing stuff at the wall. I saw someone in chat earlier saying, oh, maybe this is the Hitman Tauren Badrider build, which I'm not familiar with, but that sounds hilarious.
A player's forces
Not
are
what it
under
was.
attack.
It's really good, but it takes time to get online, and I don't think 120 gives you that time. 120, yeah, again, 120 doesn't give you that time, and he finds the claws again. It's getting really ridiculous with the items here.
Perfectly playing around the last hit as well.
Deny
as well. He is red hot right now. He's got the golden hand. Everything's working.
How close to perfect can you be? 120 says yes. I tried to caster curse him, but like not even that works.
DK here with absolute confidence in himself. Creeping that perfectly. Almost now level 2. Blade gets the circlet and just gives up on the harass.
Yep.
He just goes creeping himself.
Yep. I can't do anything here, man. He's too solid. He's too good. And there's dust now as well. We need slippers. Mantle. Okay. Not the damage you wanted to see. And the barracks now. Headhunter. Headhunter. There you go.
Headhunters. I mean, that's going to be unexpected. Probably.
Yep, that's true. Maximum confusion. 120 is gonna have a smile on his face, man, when he sees that one. Relatively simple to counter.
Good scouting though by the blade. Is he gonna hide the headhunter?
Nope.
Not really.
Shoves it straight in his face.
That then should trigger a Dark Ranger second normally. Dark Ranger, Black Arrow, insanely good against headhunters later on. Berserkers. Blade has to try to contest this item, right? Even if he doesn't get the last hit, you need to get some of these items.
Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't. Gloves of Haste going to
Gloves.
1-0 as well. It is a very close to perfect game for 1-0.
PC.
A player's forces are under
Oh
attack.
my god.
What is this?
You know, when you kind of want to forfeit, but your friend is running the tournament and you want to still play a game. I've been...
This is like... Is this tier 2 expo or what is this?
I guess. I've been a hater of these strats for a very, very, very long time. Convince me, Lynn! Convince me!
Koff says it's the Spirit Lodge build. What the hell is the Spirit Lodge build?
Witch Doctor heal wards, late game adjustment, relatively heavy...
What? What a call! Holy shit! Since... Did I miss something? Since when is that a thing?
He's been playing that in Super League already before and throws it in every once in a while. It is a thing. It exists. Win
You don't
rate?
sound too thrilled.
I mean, you know, the power fantasy of this is amazing. You get all the amazing stuff that Orc has on tier 3, and then you win. Thing is, there's an enemy in this game as well, and he will realize this, and he will punish you so freaking hard. Kind of similar timing than what we've seen on game 1, I think, if you're 1-0. It takes such a long time to get this all together. Tri-hero, tier 3, upgrades, damage, items, and 1-0 is in an alright state, and the classic destroyer push.
Color me intrigued, though. I think this is the first time I've ever seen this. Alright, TC and Blade now joining forces together. Pretty good at creeping. Good right clickers, even without the craziest items.
Oh, no third hero, apparently. Only Blade Master TC. Alright, Kov is a bit younger. He knows better. He remembers better. Devotion Aura, of course, nice. But man, I think we need cement, and I think we also need spikes. We need to huddle up here.
It does feel a little bit like he's grasping at straws.
Yes.
But if this works, it's gonna be epic. Just saying. If it works.
If it works, man. DK level 3, though. Insane inventory for the Lich and Dark Ranger. We don't go Dark Ranger second. We just go Lich second. TC has no
Two
stun.
levels behind.
Yeah, LYN didn't achieve a level yet. I just, like, nothing.
Yep. That's true.
Nova Steel. Boom.
Dual hero. Really?
Yeah, I mean...
Man, this is some wild new meta stuff.
Yeah.
Love to see it. It does feel like it might just flop over and die though when you know every strat looks great on paper if LYN is the one to do it until the frenzy ghouls run in. That's the true test.
Right on. But we get cement 30 seconds. We get master training witch doctors in also around 30 seconds. We got 2 new subs. Thank you, Kron, and illuminating the way. Maybe he's illuminating LYN to an indeed ingenious build. Blade Master, last hit would be so huge. Got it! Mana Stone as well. A little bit of momentum. He needs that invuln here. Gets rid of 1 coil. Not a ghoul though. Now gets out. There is no dust. Oh, wait. Was there? Oh, there is dust. It's on him still. Time for the TC to level. I feel a glimpse of hope.
Mana Stone could be nice for the TC. Puts it on him. Having no Shadow Hunter for healing though is kind of scary.
Yep.
Kind of scary.
You know, we also invested so much time into the Witch Doctor. You know what we don't have? A Witch Doctor!
A player's forces are under attack.
Big true. Coming out though in a moment. Shadow Hunter. Oh, the ghouls are here, but the Shadow Hunter isn't yet.
Yep. The Headhunter, I think a couple of Headhunters have to be sacrificed, but 1-0 doesn't really care, right? If he's getting attacked here. 30 seconds of repair. Lich under fire. Ooh, there's no damage. Not enough repair. Lich getting coiled and the Shadow Hunter will not come out. The Stomp a little bit too late here. Witch Doctor, snipe. We have a stasis trap instead of a heal ward. Okay, that gets wrecked immediately. LYN stemming against the defeat. 1-2-0, closing out the tournament maybe.
The Nova hits hard in the back. No heal wave, obviously. Some ghouls are falling. We're making another Witch Doctor. Remaking the altar. Oh, God. That's going to take forever.
Witch Doctors also. 30 seconds. Shop under attack. The forces just are so low. There's no level 3 hero. There's no damage items. Brave peons trying to hold a little bit here. And 1-0 going A-bombs.
Signs of the Blade. On the TC rather. Blade low HP. No heal potion for him. Heal potion was used already. And there's a Coil Nova. Is that the kill? Is that the end? He goes down. Level 2. And no altar yet to resin.
The perfect tournament is just 2 letters away. 1-2-0 is a maniac. LYN huddling up a little bit of healing, but the Dark Ranger cancels the heal ward. Unreal, man. Ghouls tear these buildings apart. 1-2-0. The harder the opponents got, the better his performance got as well. Witch Doctor has way too little mana to spam these heal wards at the moment. It's just 38 food. It's just a TC. What can you do?
Main base slowly falling apart. The Undead army isn't big, but still has heroes, still has statues. And that is damn powerful by itself. And A-bombs indeed on the way. As you mentioned, we got double crypt, we got A-bombs, heavy melee investments here by 1-2-0 and picking off targets one by one with the heroes.
Obviously, there's no room to spread headhunters. The Nova is hitting so hard because everything is clumped up. Little bit of mana. The Witch Doctor is very underwhelming at the moment. He got peons in the burrow to help a little bit, but it's not enough. The perfect tournament for 1-2-0 wins his team the Ancient of Wonders Cup.
What a run. All kill after all kill after all kill against the best players in the world. The best teams in the world, if you will. He got close a few times, but close don't matter in the end. He was the winner. He came out. Life couldn't bring him down. LYN couldn't bring him down. Not for the either. Nobody could best him there.
Unbelievable. That is a performance for the ages. We will talk about this for some time to come, man. 9 series in a row. Once again, the list of opponents: Focus, Sock, Lawliot, Labyrinth, Infi, Life, and today, of course, Soin, 40, LYN. And the one who got closest was Soin. And we get ourselves a show match. This is oftentimes the program for after the competition. This is probably not as serious, but maybe, hey, LYN can throw some more builds on the wall. So, after Team 1-2-0, well, if after 1-2-0 single-handedly wins the team competition, he's now up in a show match here. What's the best pie flavor? Cherry. It's pretty similar, actually, to my fruit tier list, I think. But cherry, number 1. Blueberry, awesome. I won't say no to an apple pie. What I don't like is plum. And I don't know what the English word is, but rhabarber is also not for me. 1-2-0. Immediately playing a different style. Expo versus Blade. My mom makes a hell of a lemon pie. I'm pretty sure your mom's pie is delicious. I like plum as a fruit. I don't like plum in cake. Apple crumble. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What's up? One to zero should get a bigger cut of the prize money. Hey, they Everybody signed up for this. 40% of the prize money goes to the captain, 30% to the players. What's your chances of beating Remo in a one-on-one? Well, I can't beat what doesn't compete, so... still 0, I think. Still close to 0. But we might do one-on-one more Hoons soon. There I might win. So LYN delayed this quite a bit, we have to say. And Shadowhunter, Beastery, Tier 3. Curious about the builds now in these show matches. Knowing LYN a bit, he will probably not be thrilled about these games right now. But hey, this is what you signed up for. 120 was too tired actually on Friday to play the game, the show match on Friday. Doesn't want to give the same excuse here now. Here we play all 5 maps. For every map there's a bit of money on the line. The players in Grubby's tournament, what MMR did they have, and is that War3 Champions MMR? Pretty much my level, 1350, 1400. That is War3 Champions MMR, yes. I did beat the winner of that tournament. just saying, no brag, just fact. Shadowhunter contesting the mercenary camp, but who's contesting who is the question. We have a Book of the Dead. I'm a bit scared. Oh my god. Oh my god! The Pimpus plays, boys! The Pimpus plays. Trying to block him free, and now they're both surrounded! Oh my god! Oh my god! When it rains, it pours! That was so bad! Oh my god, how bad luck, how much bad luck can you have? That's crazy. He gets surrounded with the Book of the Dead. He's trying to create some space and pop out the Shadowhunter with Windwalk ability. And 120 opens up a little bit of space and they are both blocked. Oh my god. Sorry, cat. I didn't know that. LYN is a cat owner as well. 120, of course, the person who understands this best. I thought only Anders players have cats. Oh man, oh man. What a play with the Book of the Dead though. 120 is really sadistic today. Sadistic. Do you think Happy has a cat? I think that would distract him from practicing, so no. That is not efficient when you have to think about if there's still cat food in the house or not. Happy is 100% optimized for Warcraft 3 competition. And the cat is only in the way. We expand again. This is the play for the show match here. 120 is like, okay, dude. This works. I played 1 base in Ancient of Wonders. I play 2 base here now.
Players' forces are under attack.
Again, it's kind of like getting a comedy here. That LYN is not finding damage items, man. He's just not finding damage items. Do you think Happy min-maxes his morning routine on microsit, like brushing his teeth while making coffee and warming up a bagel at the same time? 100%. I'm pretty sure he pre-makes or prepares his coffee build order. So he, like, imagine he has like filter coffee, right? So he prepares that in the evening, so he just has to hit a button in the morning. 100%. Is taking crit first viable? Never seen it. Yes. Usually on this map especially, you creep this camp and then like a little follow-up and you're level 2.
A player's forces are under attack.
And so what it does is basically it speeds up this creep camp and so you can contest other spots earlier. Now, he didn't get level 2, so he doesn't have Windwalk, which is a bit annoying. But yeah, it is almost common for Lyn and Soin especially to do this. Because you won't go into Windwalk up until like a moment like this. We get Raider Walker TC. That is probably Shockwave built towards this expo, where he only now arrives. This is really late. Haunted up, saturated, Narrow Tower here. And now he knows. So walkers do some fine damage to ghouls. Spirit Link is of course nice. It is a timing thing. Again. Let's see if the TC can do some heavy lifting, you know. The Blade Master TC Witch Doctor build, wasn't it? And 120 secures one kill after the next.
Player's forces are under attack.
He's so clean, man. He's so freaking clean. Did Lyn get like one meaningful steal? Like, this is one of the 2 best Blade Masters in the world alongside Soin. 1-0 and Happy just have perfected these last hit stop command thingies. Does he know that he's around now? Doesn't matter. Take coil. Item on the ground as well. Not being picked up by Lyn, who found a second circlet and mantle. Like, it's getting ridiculous how bad his combat items are. Come on, give him one. Give him one. Yes, a little bit of success for Lyn. Another tournament now? Yes, it's a show match. A rematch of that match from before. Lyn's TC builds and tier 2 expo. He's trying to make that work for what I think years. Have I seen that executed successfully? Not necessarily. But hey, today we try everything. Every possible combination of orc builds except Wyvern. And you know what? There was a solid last hit there at the top. This is a double ghoul kill. At least there's a bit of momentum. What's the latest on balance discussions, boy? Aren't you all tired of these balance discussions, man? Wasn't that enough in the past 3 hours? Didn't you get it all out of your system? So far, this is Lyn owning the mid game. Deny! Oh my god! 1-0 is so good, dude. Unfreaking real. Unpunished also. I mean, it's still a fiend dead, but come on. Come on, when you deny with the skeleton like this. So good. This is happy levels, guys. This is freaking happy levels. You know, it's still not looking sensational at the moment because it's a tier 2 fight where orcs are having a little power spike. And 1-0 is still teching to tier 3. Unreal. The plays by 1-0 today. First he got the play of the game with the Book of the Dead. Now he has the play of the game with the skeleton deny. But LYN bought a lot of time for his expo and for tier 3. And then I'm curious, since you have the Lodge already and Walkers already, you can simply go into Tauren, right? And he got Rune Braces as well. This is the best LYN game of the day.
A player's forces are under attack.
Is this a replay or live? This is live. As live as it gets. Live and in color. Refero, thank you for 11.
Almost a year, woohoo.
Yoo-hoo! No level 3 still. That has been... Oh, finally. Nice. That has been the theme of the entire day. LYN's low levels. That is really also an effect of the Wand of Negation change, right? It got so good versus Hex that it's really hard for an Orc to get levels in the mid game. Push is rolling, no cement. Dark Ranger, oh damn. This is like 2008 timings. Triple Destroyer onto Burrows, as old as it gets. LYN needs a sick fight. Stomp is amazing! The silence, the TC was almost in the air, so clutch. But we have Dispel against this now. No invuln, but just straight up Dispel. Bad news for LYN though. Raiders are bad fighters. They need to be treated as support units for Disable. Nothing really that contests the Destroyers at the moment, with the Wyvern and Headhunters only trickling in very, very, very slowly. And magic damage, really good against the Walkers. Attention of the heroes is also split. Good perch. But LYN 20 foot down and counting. No chance, man. No chance. 1-0 hits his pushes way too hard. There is no damage in this Orc army. There is no damage in the Orc army if there is no items. And we have... Oh, the peons around. Come on, lock it in. Lock it in. SH dies last second, though. 30 foot lead. 1-0 continues. Own it, man. Like, I really start to feel bad for LYN. But, you know, since he's not playing Wyvern or mirror image builds, I'm not. Only a shadow, though. That was the third hero. Will be back in no time. It is two ways, and worms are coming. As if destroyer damage wasn't enough. Frost worms, ink, frost worms back on the menu. Not only versus Night Elf, but also versus Orc. The worst thing LYN could do right now is go Tauren. Come on, Blade. He doesn't have an inventory slot. Let's go! Claws plus 12. There is your damage, boys. There it is. And the web spinner is helping as well. This is what we need.
Players' forces are under attack.
What is it now? Plus 17, plus 26. And triple production. Low lumber right now with only 4 lumber peons. That hurts. 1-0 though. 4-3-3 levels. Not an impressive inventory. But the inventory doesn't matter if you got frostworms out. Since he got crit level 2 already, doesn't need the XP too much on the blade. The item was crucial. Oh my god, he's just casually queuing 2 frostworms and still has 500 gold.
Forces are under attack.
He is so rich. The last weak moment maybe for 1-0, but you know, he can just TP out. Destroyers have no mana. Stun is okay. And Kodos have empty bellies. Don't want to move forward. 1-0 sees, hey, this might not be the moment. Let me just get my worms and then we dance again. And then we dance again. How many headhunters we still got? 5. Shadowhunter needs level 2 to hex one of the worms, but you know, we still have destroyers also. Can be dispelled. Wand of negation would be nice. Would make hexing worms totally infeasible. Greater mana. You know, the items are getting better here. We got the rune braces earlier, the claws after, the big mana. This is the elements you want.
A player's forces are under attack.
Ooh, perch! Perch! Okay, can he get the frostworm out? We'll see about that. Not wasting any hexes. Mana is somewhat limited. 2 damage. 60 food versus 80 and a worm involved. And 4-3-3. Maybe the early game was again too disastrous for LYN. But he takes out a worm. He takes out a Destro. Reinforcements are coming in here as well. Supply gap is somewhat closing. If he takes out a Fiend or 2, that would be fantastic. They are hurt already. But we have a level 3 coil now. Fills up the HP bar back to 50%. But he is brute forcing this. That's 14 food dead. And obviously also amazing XP as the worm is such a high level hero. We go for the storm. We have the hex. Let's go. The Dark Ranger has been deleted. A third worm is coming in. Lemao. TC is falling. But that is LYN tapping out here with the TC dead. Oh man. Wasn't the let's go. The Dark Ranger kill wasn't enough. And he sees another Frostworm. It's just unlimited resources. So when a claw plus 12 and the bracers and the mana pot doesn't help you, you know it's looking bad. You know it's looking bad. It feels like an honorable way to fight to play the matchup, right? Level and fighting. The occasional steal here. When was the last time we've seen a rush towards acolytes, raiders onto buildings, wyvern onto ghouls in the base? Backseat counselor, let's go! Thank you! You're also with us for such a long time, man. Much love. Another 5 gifties to the channel. Feels good! Feels real good. LYN is probably getting a lot of backseat counseling in his chat right now. Very likely. Very, very likely. So, this time, a one base play by 120. And the blade gets the slippers, and the gloves, and the circlet. We have damage. We have hope. Good items on 120 as well. And then we check what the build is. Is he believing now? Little bit too early for that steal. Can't get trapped here, of course. But it's very low surface area. And the potential to steal, again, doesn't work. Chop, chop, chop. One more. Got him. Okay. Best early game so far? Question mark.
A player's forces are under attack.
You know, I've been thinking about something. As it came, like, it's nothing mega groundbreaking. But you know, skills improve so much per level in Warcraft 3. I was wondering if maybe a stat squish would be nice for the game overall. So that the level 3 is not as dominant as it is now. It should still be meaningful, but it's a big jump in power level, you know? And that's why the late early game or early mid game is so decisive. But just a loose shower thought.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, double beastery. Tier 3 SH. Are we getting Wyvern now? Okay, for the first time in like 10 maps, we see Wyvern. Orcs are complaining quite a bit, partly rightfully so, that the Wand of Negation is now too easy to use against Hex, as it is very affordable. And that then the mid-game creeping doesn't work that well. Which is true. But I also think, like, not only is Hex a key element of that creeping, but also the Wyvern damage is a key element of that creeping. And then when you don't have Wyvern, that's a key element of that creeping. Wand of Negation immediately, that's what I'm talking about. It's gonna contest against the Hex now. But hey, so far, we had no disasters around like in Game 1. We had no item bad luck like in Game 2 and a unscouted expansion. It is competitive. Lost it? Goes to 1-0 again, huh? Item is the Wand of Mana Stealing. Careful now. Web is coming, but we only have one Fiend. If we could take care of that, that'd be great, but mana isn't looking too wonderful and we have so many skeletons.
A player's forces are under attack.
Hard to do anything when DK Lich contests you. But it is a lot more damage and we will see some progress. Do we also think about the defense? We do. Try hero. This is, I think, the first real meta game that we have between them. Risky. LYN must know that 1-0 is probably going to be at the tavern for the Dark Ranger. It's the time for the tier 3 hero.
A player's forces are under attack.
Pushes him away from the middle. That is a little bit... Oh! Got him! And the level and the item. Let's go. Okay, LYN. Okay, LYN. We also go for the economy. Okay! Be dirty. Follow Coach Neo's advice. Imagine, bro. Nice timing on the blade this time. And there was a hole in the defense. There was a hole in the defense. It didn't do too much. Also nice hex. Right on. Right on.
A player's forces
This is
are under
by
attack.
far, after 5 maps, the best that we've seen from LYN. We're ready to do the fight now. We got Envenom Spears. No Kodo in the army just yet. LYN 51 out of 51. Supply blocked at 51 is not something you like to see. But I'm pretty sure the supply block is something a Coil Nova can fix. Quickly. Oh, he's losing so many resources over this, man. Are we engaging with the Kodo? Yeah, that's what we were waiting for. Big damage boost, +8. Storms are necessary, but it silenced all the Wyvern hit by the... No, not all the Wyvern hit by the... but most of them. And the TC driving the Fiends away. Some Wyvern over the trees, looking fine. Where are the reinforcements? Needs the reinforcements. We don't have Burrow, right? Okay. Anti-air has mostly disappeared, but the cow falls. Only level 1, not that bad. If the shadow falls, that's bad. That's real bad. But we have another heal wave. Blade Master is cleaning the back line. That Kodo stopped for a bit. Stopped for a bit. Stopped for a bit. Do we have a coil? Close. He was 3 mana off the coil to kill that Kodo. We have a match! Kodo denied. Noise. Lich close to 3 though. One more hit. Got him. If you trade Wyvern for statues, and especially if that's the last statue, that's so good, dude. That's so good. We got a Stomp lining up. Dark Ranger. Oh, one of them with the body block by LYN. Finally is flexing his Warcraft muscles. Unfortunately, not enough damage, but the Raiders are coming in as a follow-up here. Locking down the Fiends who have no burrow the entire time. Nicely done. Nicely done. Oh, backstab! The coil ready. Sweet. But on the ground, man, there is no big army. There is no big army. Did the Kodo eat? Yum, 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 yum. Yes, it did. Damn. We're rebuilding back to 50. Nobody has an expo. For now. And we got eyes on the red spot.
A player's forces are under attack.
No upgrades on either side is wild. Lich level 3 for the first time. Shadowhunter still far away from that, to be fair. So what's the play? We got 2 Invo potions. I don't think Hero Focus is the way here. Frost Armor, of course, strong and spammable. Wyvern, Weapon, Focus. Wyvern, Weapon, Focus. Blade Master has a potion that has to anticipate Coil Nova and use it at the right time. No, Windwalk right before the silence hit him. Nice timing. And damn, this army is wrecking fiends. It's crazy, actually, how well this is working. Now is the time for the potion. Just so you don't get a Coil Nova. We swap positions. TC falls again after a chase. But what can LYN do with this lead? He surely has one. Can Kodo eat multiple times after devouring the first one? Yes. Kodo can eat forever. You can keep on feeding that Kodo. It never stops eating. It never shits either. Well, that Kodo will not eat anymore. No Banshees, just Fiend statues, nothing else. What's up with the long distance mining at minute 15? Why not? Why not? If you don't build Tauren, you don't need too much lumber. I would love to see a defense upgrade actually on these Wyvern. I mean, you can't complain that they are glass cannons all you want, but you could also support them with upgrades. Little bit of armor would be sweet. Again, a Book of the Dead. PTSD from Autumn Leaves. Late level 4, but it's only Windwalk. But you feel the difference, man. With just a couple of damage items. Different game.
A player's forces are under attack.
Let's go. We have no Dispel in the LYN army. We get the Blade Master surrounded from the Book of the Dead once again. Bats. Kaplow! There is Web, but he didn't use it in time. He did use the coil, though. We have an orb, but we also need healing. The crits are around 200. That's pretty damn good. This is the neck-and-neck battle between the two. Oh, man, if only the Ancient of Wonders Grand Final would have been like this map. Would have been so epic! If LYN gets the hero kill, this might just be it. And the Raiders are making sure that the Blaze gets a connection. But what makes sure that the Blade gets some healing? We all talk about crit and where are the crits and big red numbers. But did we ever ask how the Blade Master is doing? Not really. Only the Shadowhunter takes care. What? Not sure if necessary, but after a day like this, man, do I blame the man?
Okay, hand emoji.
Yo, Za, thank you very much for the sub. Do I blame the man? Not really. It's just a bit underwhelming, of course. Nah, guys, I'm not hyping up this. No. I'm not hyping this up. It's 1-0 dominance. If LYN starts something like some cool builds, we'll definitely pork over it, and if he has good plays. But I'm not acting like after this early-ish GG, after having the best performance of all the series, and then a somewhat premature GG, there's no way I'm fake hyping this.
A player's forces
It is Fastier Headhunter. So maybe he's hoping for a 1-0 expo, but it's not. We got backpack? Lol. Oh, so the ghouls can pick this up. Yeah. Either he was banking on an expo of 1-0 and wants to punish that, or just wants to switch it up big time, or it's a bit tilted about like how item dependent Blade Master is. Thank you, Popcorn. People just don't believe me. Nice for LYN that he gets the otherwise contested green. And we got more steals already with the Farseer than we got with the Blade. That is interesting. Level 2. Damn fast level 2. Wolves in, Chain Lightning in, good solution versus ghouls. It's not about who wins this anymore, right? It's very clear that 1-0 is the better player today. It's about can LYN a map? Can LYN win the map? I also have to say, like, there was an absurd amount of balance talk today, right, in the chat, which I never really appreciate, unless it is constructive, which it wasn't. Thank you, Trix, for proving my point. I don't think anybody talked about maps. I've always been a big believer we can do a lot of balance via maps, but that is not happening. Same old maps. Every time. Put in Sunhoof Mesa that we had in the Yumiko tournament. That helps.
Players' forces are under attack.
So yeah, I think that's extremely pointless. And I also think map balance is more influential than unit balance. But hey. Otherwise, how do you explain a 3-2? Score.
The players' forces are under attack.
Farseer play so far works surprisingly well, I have to say. But what's the longevity of that Farseer? I mean, we all know what's gonna happen, right? If you'd have to guess what's gonna happen to this Farseer, what's it gonna be?
The players' forces are under attack.
It's this icon and this icon. Ooh, ouch. No Basic. Can he land that surround? Come on, come on. Ooh, second try. Ah, Nova in one. Skeleton here. Kill him. The coil is ready. Oh my god. What a disaster. It's another disaster. That's the third disaster in 4 games. He was in a good spot, but if you go for a surround, you have to get the kill. And because the first surround attempt was fumbled, there was more time for the DK to join the fight.
The players' forces are under attack.
If he left now, I'd understand. Same. Same. 1-0's power spike is coming up. Headhunter got demolished. You do have a weak late game hero with Fastia. Underleveled Shadowhunter. Now, funnily enough, he gets the claw +8. Lamau.
Player's forces are under attack.
So, what are we doing? Got the black arrow out. Nice. Then we're gonna turn. Oh, the Berserker upgrade isn't done. The TC isn't out. Oh, shit. Is there any... without End Snare, I don't think there's a chance to get a hero kill either, right? So I think it went from can Lyn win a map to what disaster is gonna happen to Lyn next? Bro needs a hug tonight. Or some Baiju. Or both. Let the Baiju hug you. Let's go. Some hero kills. Come on. Onto the Lich. Kill him, kill him, kill him. Chain lightning. Let's go. Okay. Okay. Now we're talking. Lich deleted. Stomp again. Lich back. Another chain lightning maybe. If he gets rid of the ghouls, maybe there's a chance. Zeppelin in as well. Okay, Lyn. Flex it, your muscles once again. One more time. Coil can't be used offensively. Nicely playing around that. Destroyer also falling. And that was a very solid fight for Lyn. Getting out of here. Nothing super overwhelming. Keep calm and Tavern Revive. You know what it is.
Player's forces are under attack.
And 120 stays on the map and can continue creeping the red spot with Lyn having nothing in his sector. Empty, 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 empty. Has to go all the way up to the north. At least, you know, I like that play with the Zeppelin here so he can get shop control now. How does Destroyer get purged? I thought they were magic immune. Good question, still Maestro. They are, and you are right. But the purge effect is coming from the Farseer's Orb of Lightning. And that is an orb effect. And that ignores if a unit is magic immune or not. And while the last fight was nice, maybe this one is a bit trickier. 1, 2, 3. Headhunter's about to pop. But same can be said about the ghouls, actually. Focus fire is nice. Oh, everything is so fragile, man. Who would have thought that of all the builds that you could possibly play, it's the Farseer who gets you the furthest. I didn't. I certainly didn't. Okay, we still have headhunters here, but not too many. 10 food lead. Maybe 50-50 chance. DK's around. Oh, come on. Keep it close. Keep it close. Let's go. He did it. He did it. He did it. Oh, after 5 maps in a row that LYN lost, he finally gets the win with the Farseer of all things. That's funny. You know, you just have to kill the ledge. We got a Blade Master back, by the way. We got a Blade Master back. Maybe we can pimp him here a bit. 1-0 contest the middle. Let's see. That's it. That's it. Must go to 1-0, right? Yeah, with coil. That's easy. Hopefully LYN feels like, okay, I did it with the Farseer. Let's prove the world that we can do it with Blade as well.
Players' forces are under attack.
And yeah, I think the most he gets is a skeleton, to be fair. He's probably sharking for that item more than for the XP. Oh, the ghouls control him so well. Well, dude, it's like enraged 1-0. Goddamn, you ruined my perfect day. I owned Soin, I owned 40, I owned you, then I continued to own you. I wanted that 5-0. And then he brings this goddamn Farseer. But so far, 0 XP on the blade, 0 kills, 0 found items.
A player's forces are under attack.
Ouch. But guys, let's have some real talk for a minute, okay? Just the two of you. Like us. Me and you. What's the Asian obsession with the headhunters? Am I wrong of thinking this game is somewhat doomed already because of headhunters? It's totally fine if you tell me, you know, Neo, you have a point, but you're too obsessed with it. You have to let go. Or you tell me that I'm right as always.
A player's forces are under attack.
Headhunter slap. Okay, you probably know a lot about slapping, Mr. Buttcrumbs. Then it's probably a me era. Level 3, pretty much uncontested. I mean, it was contested, it was just not successfully contested. And now there's no mana, no XP, no crit, no items. Of course he puts down the sentry ward the second he's here, so he can creep this in peace. Telling you you're right, your ego couldn't handle it. Well, as a showmatch winning national coach, I don't even know if there's space for more ego. Do you really think I have an ego? Does it come across that way? Totally fine if it does. Oh, big healing. Big healing. Sweet. No, of course. The duality of Twitch chat. Love it. Oh, Hex, here we go. Hex, here we go. I was hoping for a crit, but I didn't even skill that yet.
A player's forces
But
are
what
under
is
attack.
this? I mean, it's nothing. The moment you say I, it implies that you have an ego. Did you ever try to talk without I? That's really freaking hard. Do you know how many words that excludes? I'm already having such a tough job broadcasting video games for you nerds. Not making my life unnecessarily harder than it already is.
A player's forces are under attack.
We use royal plural. Bro, if I start doing that, please come to my house and slap me in the face. We got a Crypt Lord versus Orc and Worms. You know what? That's a sick build. If you get the time. This is probably a solid thing for people on like lower level as well. Sturdy Crypt Lord instead of Dark Ranger. And try to get as fast to Worms as possible. I saw... Fuck, what was the match? 84 versus Ina. 84 versus Ina we saw this week. And damn, 84's Worm build slap. I like Worms versus Orc, as it was back in the old days. Well, Katka's pipe for 1-0. LOL. A little bit of creepcraft, uncontested creepcraft. This puts LYN to 3-3-2. Good items, I think.
Player's forces are under attack.
Yo, Rain with another 5. What's up? That is more than 100 gifted subs on this channel from now on, Mr. Rain. More than 100. I see. The celebration's going good. I see. Freaking great, man. Very, very happy for you. It's raining subs. Love it. Hallelujah. Chat is too nice. I agree. Chat is way too nice to this streamer.
A player's forces are under attack.
Flute, pipe, double claw, gloves also good, and mana on the Crippy. This is really good. I love that we see more worms, man. I love that we see more worms. They've been in the yard for way, 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 way too long. Another gift up to Lado. Dude doesn't deserve it. But it's alright. It's alright. Thank you. I take it. Lado, will you coach me once my Night Elf arc starts? And we tinker with the 4 Mountain Giant Rush? That'd be fun. But here we go. Maybe the last fight of this. Let's see how these headhunters explode. I'd be very surprised if that's not the case. But the damage on the worm's actually quite nice. Damage also spread, so the coil can't save this one. Impale. Oh, yes, please. Impale was rock solid. And the worms are down. This might actually work, man. Does it? Stomp. Focus. Crit, crit, crit. Hex. Dispel! Oh, the invoke save was sick! Can the blade carry this? He doesn't have crit 2, unfortunately. Crit's still good. Purge first hit, of course, as it always is. I swear there's a secret chance that statues take more purges. No! The heal scroll up until the very, very last second, and the U-wave as well, and the Zeppelin is there. LYN! Finally, LYN has been activated, man. And snare. Chop, chop, chop. Got him. And the Zap is ready for the rescue. Oh, my heart is crying tears of joy. It comes too late. It is too little. But he is ruffle stomping 1-2-0 here. Beauty. That was the LYN that we wanted in the AUW Cup. That was the LYN that we wanted at the beginning of the series. That was the LYN we got way too late. The series started as a disaster. The Farseer brought back hope. In the end, it's 3-2. But yeah, this was also 5 maps in a row by 1-0, eh? That was also 5 maps in a row.